YouTube, it's the return of your boy above average Cody, and this monster cheating scandal situation has just blown up so big and out of proportion that I would be naive not to make a video on it for you guys. And let me tell y'all, this whole insane situation has so many more layers to it than I really care to unpack, but we're going to do our best here today. So if you have not heard of Halo Pro Monstcr, Monstcr, he has been recently accused of cheating by, of course, none other than Bound from one of the recent off-season tourneys. And that's really not where the story starts, guys. As long as I have followed the HCS in Halo Infinite here, y'all, this name has popped up again and again. I'm not going to get too much into the past, but Monstcr has been accused of cheating in online tournaments, cheating to win online tournaments. There has been so much evidence of this cheating. People have formed their own opinions. APG has taken him to court in the past, and this is all in the past, mind you, not just recently. And he has gone to LAN and overall just not performed very good, which is usually typical of somebody that is accused of cheating, right? So we fast forward to this past couple days, actually, and we have Bound tweeting proof of Monstcr using aim hack / walls in HCS offseason tourney. This needs to be addressed. So we're obviously going to dive into the clips here, guys, and I'm just going to let them roll here. And he obviously plays this clip of live fire. Believe there's a little bit of commentary, which you guys can't really hear. But this is Renegade, basically, and he just slides out and just absolutely dunks on him, of course, y'all, which is very rare to see against a player like Renegade. But the thing to keep in mind with this clip, guys, is this is theater mode, right? So it's really hard to make a true judgment off that. I'll just say, for face value, Renegade's not an easy kill. Traditionally, he is not an easy kill, and most of you already know that. And in this other clip here on Aquarius, guys, obviously he's challenging back base here, and everything looks pretty normal. But the point Bound's trying to make is how he may or may not, I'm not going to make any conclusions for you, may or may not be using walls here. He has zero information from his teammates. He has Cycle in to his right there, and then he's going to show here none of the team has any vision over the middle of the map. And you're going to see one of the enemy players here basically leak out of the front of the base, and Monstcr would have no way of knowing that this player right here basically got out. There's no information here. However, you'll see here in the next couple moves he makes, he basically just knows he's there. And while this is not the best evidence, very short clips, it was measured in theater. Theater can be hurtful and helpful, honestly, on both sides of the fence, guys. It can make cheating look very normal. It can also make very normal gameplay look like cheating, because frankly, there's a lot of things the pros do that they just end up aiming over somebody through a wall when they're not actually. Now, this whole situation is very suspicious, but again, I'll let you guys form your own opinions about it, because this really is not the meat and potatoes here, right? So these clips were brought out. Bound says it's proof, and then all of Twitter's just running wild. And this is kind of the latest accusations, if you will. I'll then jump over to the drama with Bound basically teaming with Monstcr in the past to win an online tourney, which will go to Snipe Down subtweet here, where he basically says, you've been calling him out since the game launched, but you played with him last season at tourney until you stopped turning a blind eye. When it suits you, it'll keep happening, so on and so forth, guys. There's a lot of evidence just pointing to it, and there's been, again, I told you, more layers than I want to unpack. There has even been instances of Monstcr borrowing significant amounts of money. And I know what you're thinking, Cody, what does this have to do with the accusations? Nothing. It's just really weird. I don't even know what to make of any of it, guys. I really don't. And we're going to jump over to Monstcr making a statement. Now, before I go through this statement here, guys, I want to mention the VOD has been asked for. He claimed he was going to be posting the VOD, and I am referring to his visual representation of that game or those games from the gameplay that we just watched, guys. He claimed he was going to post it, and I mean, Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe it got posted from the time I'm recording this, but I have not seen it anywhere. So Monstcr made this post. Literally, what is this? An hour and a half since an hour and a half before I'm recording this video, guys. So at 4:30 p.m. yesterday, you guys will be seeing it today. But I'm writing this statement, sick of allegations. I am not and have not ever cheated in Halo Infinite. This is from Monstcr himself, guys. Damage control, the truth, just a poor little post to drag us along and make this story further. You be the judge. He basically said he will be streaming using a monitor cam. And I guess it's worth mentioning his current Halo accounts are banned on Halo Infinite. He says it was a mistake. He says he had the same thing happen on Val. Again, I don't know, man. Found my account was banned December 19th. The reason I'm saying this now is because everybody was running with this today, basically saying he's been banned. Something similar happened 2 years ago. It was investigated, and he was unbanned regarding the EAC having issues. I know that I'm not cheating. It is his mission to prove it, which he's been accused of cheating for as long as I've been paying attention a lot to the HCS, which is at least, 2-3 years, because we're going into year 4 now. If you put anyone's POV in theater under a microscope, it is very easy to create a narrative without context. Now, he is not incorrect here, and that's kind of what I'm saying is I'd really love to see the VOD. I think everybody would like to see the VOD, but I have yet to see any VOD being posted. People have already made up their mind about me, and I know there is no changing those people's opinions. That's just that statement didn't really need to be made. There's just been, again, when this is going on, I'm going to get into this in a second, but when this has been going on for so long, it's really hard not to point the accusation finger, you know what I mean? He's going to provide video evidence when he plays in online tourneys. EAC triggered by a false positive. He had the same thing happen on Val, as I already mentioned. It can't be a coincidence that both Halo and Val anti-cheats flagged something in a 2-week time period. You make of that what you will. And then again, I mentioned he borrowed money. I'm kind of not going to tackle this too much because personal potential issues is kind of crazy. So I'll let you guys form your full own opinion on that aspect. But again, I told you this has a lot more layers than I really even wanted to unpack here. So let's now circle back here to kind of this whole situation in a whole. So he claims that he has been investigated in the past by 343 and they basically did not find anything. And the only reason I'm interested in this one little statement here, guys, is that if you are being accused of hacking for multiple years in an esport and the game has a massive cheating problem and people are seeing you perform well on online tournaments and not performing well on LAN, I feel like the massive accusation finger just has to be pointed. But it's not like it's being pointed at everybody. It has always been pointed at Monstcr because we've had some evidence. Again, I can't be bothered to dig up that evidence. I'm coming off a week of being sick, and this is just absolutely blowing up all over my feed, so I'm kind of just flying into this a little bit unprepared. But I do remember seeing a lot of evidence. Again, APG has taken him to court, and there's been a lot of suspicious stuff. But there hasn't been enough suspicion for 343 to step in and be like, hey, yo, that dude might actually be cheating. So that's where I'm kind of on the fence here. Is it lack of follow-up on 343? I say 343 because it was at the time 343 and Halo Studio side and HCS for not going deep enough into this. Or is this just a factor towards his innocence? I really do not know. But if you have boatloads of evidence of Halo pros being bound and many other Halo pros talking about it, I'm not grabbing all of those resources that I found, guys, because again, I'm just kind of trying to help you guys formulate an opinion here. You got to reopen that book and you just have to look into it, right? If there are multiple people pointing fingers and accusing this fella of cheating or anybody of cheating, the HCS or somebody has to jump on it and be like, you know what? We are going to investigate this. Not let the community just run hog wild with it and form their own either, hey, he's definitely cheating, or B, he's definitely not cheating. Because until we have some form of proof, you really can't bat for one side or the other with 100% certainty. And I don't really understand why they would leave us up in the air like this, especially with this type of thing. But again, he's going to be streaming with a camera, which again, I mean, there's ways around it. Could he possibly turn them off and just go the straight and narrow now after all the cheating while those wins are still on his record? And perhaps maybe he wasn't cheating. If not, then where is the VOD of this gameplay, his point of view of it? There's just so many. Dude, it feels like this is like what do they call those stories that they make up like on Reddit and you like just follow along and you can't wait to see the next post in the storyline? That's kind of what this feels like, and it is very weird to me. And maybe I'm being very naive here, just being like, I don't know if he's cheating, but I try to very much ride the fence and be very unbiased with everything here on the channel. So I'll let you guys form your own opinions. I certainly have my own opinion on the matter, but again, I think it's more fun if I just keep that one bottled up. Maybe it's a topic for another video, or perhaps a topic for you guys on the live streams. Guys, that's really surface level analysis of the whole Monstcr cheating scandal. Is kind of the breathtaking headline everybody seems to be going with. I'll probably do the same thing in the title, but guys, make your own conclusions. Get info from everywhere, and yeah, I don't know. Stay safe out there in the in Halo Infinite, whether you're competing or you're just playing ranked. Guys, subscribe to the channel. We're back. I was sick for an entire freaking week. I'm talking, I did not leave bed, man. I have never been so sick in my life. I'm so behind on housework, on life. I was forcing myself into work so that I didn't lose the fresh new job I got. And most importantly, I am behind on content for you guys. So the streams are back. The videos are back. I've been trying to upload shorts as much as possible, but forgive me while I readjust back into this 2025 schedule. But guys, leave a comment, share all your thoughts on this massive, insane blow up of a scandal, I guess we're calling it. And of course, guys, channel memberships and super thanks. If you'd like to support monetarily, I'm way behind already to start the year, but it is what it is. Please don't feel like you have to. But alrighty, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support, even while I've been away. And most importantly, stay happy, stay healthy, especially this flu season, and stay tuned for the next video, y'all.